Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Welcome, my name is Aiden. I'm so happy that you're here. Today I have a collection video. So these are all of my YSL or Yves Saint Laurent Mon Paris fragrances. I have 5 of them. Now, Mon Paris is probably one of the most confusing lines that there is because they have so many limited edition flankers. And as far as I know some people will argue. I've seen other people who say that every single limited edition special bottle has a slight difference to it, which could be true. But as far as I know, these are the main flankers. They're not any of the limited edition ones. The only one that I don't have is the EDT. Well, and I don't have the hair mist. And so those two are not in here, but there's a whole bunch of them. If you look on Fragrantica, here it is. There's a Christmas collector. There's a collector 2020, Dazzling Lights, a Floral Love, and then there's a Floral Love 2018. And it just keeps going on. And then there's a Sparkle Clash and a Star Edition. There's so many of them. As far as I know, and if you know differently, please leave it down below. Those are all just limited edition one-offs. They're not actual like flankers. They are just special packaging, which are beautiful. And if I had not as many perfumes as I have, and I had more money and more space, I probably would get those too. But I was just interested in kind of the main flankers. I don't have any of the limited edition bottles with these. I do want to get the EDT and the hair mist eventually, but those are not priorities right at the moment in terms of my collection. Before I start talking about all of these, please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoy it, or leave a thumbs down. Either one helps me out, so I appreciate it either way. And then also leave a comment. Let me know if you have any of these, what your favorite is in the line, or if there's one that you want to get. Let me know that down below. So Mon Paris has been a pretty popular fragrance from YSL as far as I know. This is one of my close friends' favorite scent. I ended up buying her a bottle earlier this year, and I've gotten her, travel size sprays of it before, and she was so excited because she absolutely loves this. This is like her favorite scent of all time. It came out in 2016. I love the bottle. It has the cute little bow on it, the little leather on it as well. And this one, she fell in love with it because I gave her samples of it because I like to share my samples with my friends. This is a very pretty fragrance, but it has some depth to it too. It's not just a fruity floral. It definitely has some darkness to it. So let me give you the notes on it. Your top notes are strawberry, raspberry, pear, orange, tangerine, Calabrian, bergamot, and cologne. So lots of berries in there. You definitely do get that sweetness from the fruits and the berries. Middle notes are peony, jasmine sambac, Chinese jasmine, datura, and orange blossom. All of those florals. You get this beautiful bouquet of flowers. I don't think you can really tell a specific floral note that comes out. It's just like this heady floralness with it. But I don't think it's overwhelming. It's definitely not like some of the older fragrances from the 80s and early 90s that were very, very strong. Base notes are Indonesian patchouli leaf, patchouli, white musk, vanilla, ambroxan, moss, and cedar. So this is where it starts getting interesting. So you definitely do get the patchouli in here. And I'm not always a patchouli fan. It kind of depends on the day. It is a nice fragrance, but it definitely has that darkness and the depth that the woods and the patchouli bring in there. You do get the vanilla in there. It adds like a little bit of creaminess and sweetness. I think it's very well blended. It's not screechy at all. It's just really sweet. It has like this sweetness to it, but this depth at the same time, if that makes sense. So it is a beautiful fragrance. I really enjoy it. I need to wear it more because it's one that I haven't been wearing as much. The Black Opium line is more my speed, a little bit more than this one, but this one needs to get its due. I need to wear it more. The first standing flanker is Couture, and it has a similar style bottle. It has the bow on it, has that like metallic dot pattern on it. This is a larger bottle. I only have 1 ounces in most of this line. This one I couldn't find a 1 ounce, I guess, and this is the 1.6 ounce. I like to have them usually the same size, but some of these are harder to find than others, and I feel like maybe that's why I ended up with the larger one. I'm not really sure why I have one that's a different size. This one is much lighter than the original. The original, you definitely get that depth a lot more. This one has a lot more brightness to it, and that's definitely due to the notes. This came out in 2018, if I didn't already say that. So your top notes are raspberry, grapefruit, lychee, bergamot, and mandarin orange. That grapefruit and the lychee really do elevate it, make it a lot more fresh, less heavy of a scent compared to the original. Your middle notes are rose, peony, orange blossom, and datura. Once again, I feel like the florals are kind of there. They're not like, none of them stand out so much. It's more of a floral bouquet, but not as heady as with the original one. And then your base notes are white musk, patchouli, cashmere, and ambroxan. So a lot fewer heavy notes down there. You don't have the double patchouli in there. So this doesn't come across as heavy of a fragrance. It's very pretty. I actually like this one better than the original because I do like a little fresher, lighter type of scents. But if you've tried the original and it's a little too much for you, I definitely think Couture would be a way to go because it doesn't have that heaviness to it that the patchouli, the double patchouli, and all of the woods bring to that original one. Oh, this is so good. I want to douse myself in it right now. Yeah, very good. I'm kind of surprised this next one came out later on. This is Floral, or Floral. And I thought this one came out before Couture, but looking at the notes of when things came out, this came out in 2019. So I probably purchased this one first and then went back and picked up Couture. This one has the same style bottle. The ribbon is see-through this time, kind of like the EDT is, and then it does have those little floral rhinestones. That's what they're called. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot the word rhinestones. This is the lightest of them so far. This is one that's very fleeting, that is very going to be, I feel like the other two have much more of a presence than this one. This one is going to be more fleeting. It's going to be much more of a skin scent. I feel like even Couture, even though it's fresher and brighter, it still is going to have more of a presence than this one does. This one I can barely smell, and it's so quiet. It's there, but it's such a skin scent. So let me read you the notes, and that will probably explain part of it, because I'm looking at the notes and I'm like, yeah, a couple of these are pretty light notes. So your top notes are peach and citruses. Part of the reason, peach can be beautiful, but it can also be so soft and just really blend in if it's not strong enough. And then when it's strong enough, a lot of people find they don't enjoy that scent. Like, I know a lot of people who don't like peach scents because of that. So I think they were trying to keep it so that it wasn't as obnoxious to some people. Then your middle notes are peony, white rose, datura, magnolia, orange blossom, and jasmine sambac. Lots more florals in here, and the florals are supposed to take over, but I feel like they're so light. I'm disappointed in this one. Just gonna say it. It's disappointing. Base notes are musk, cashmere wood, and patchouli. I mean, I barely get it at all. It's very pretty. If you want something that's very much a skin scent that you're probably going to have to respray over and over again just so that you can smell it, that's floral. Just, it doesn't have nearly the presence that the first two did, which, I don't know. I don't mind that in a sense, but when you are expecting something a little bit stronger, this one was a little bit of a disappointment. In 2020, they came out with Intensement, or Intensement. I know that's not how you say it, but I have a hard enough time speaking some days. Like, you have no idea how many times in every video I have to stop and say subscribe multiple times because my tongue just trips over it. And that's a normal word that I use well, I don't use an everyday conversation, but you know, on a more regular basis. This is came out in 2020. I already said that. I got distracted. So our top notes are raspberry, blackcurrant, pear, orange, and bergamot. Middle notes are May rose, Bulgarian rose, peony, datura, and freesia. Base notes are vanilla, white musk, patchouli, casmirian, and benzoin. So we're definitely returning to the original kind of DNA with this one. It has more patchouli in there, a lot more florals. It's definitely a stronger fragrance. But the main difference to me is I really get that red currant. There's a sharpness to it. It's a darker, more wintry type of a scent. Definitely for cool weather. Feels, I don't want to say jammy because it's not exactly jammy, but it's kind of a jammy scent if you have like some really tart berries in there. Unlike the last two, I do get the patchouli in there more, and I think that's adding to the darkness that it creates. This is one that I was planning to take with me this fall to where I'm filming early, so trying to get some collection videos up because I can't take all of my perfumes with me. That's just not the way my life can be right now. Definitely a darker scent, closer to the original. Definitely, I do think it is a more intense version of the original, but it takes it in a different way with that red currant. It definitely doesn't smell as berry, like sweet berry as the original one does. This one definitely has just some more depth and darkness to it. More tartness to it, not darkness. More tartness to it. I really do enjoy this one. I think it is very nice. But yeah, that's Intensement. There, I think I said it right that time, or as close as it's gonna get. The newest flanker is Lumiere. Yes, I can say that word because Disney, thank you for conditioning me from childhood to know how to say that. One of the very few, I feel like, true French words in Beauty and the Beast when I'm thinking about it. Like Gaston is probably French and LeFou, but Mrs. Potts, Cogsworth, they don't really sound that French to me. I mean, obviously Belle, but yeah. So Lumiere came out this year, 2022, and it was one that I knew I needed to get right away. I ordered this from Ulta, I want to say. I might have used points on it actually to redeem for. I think I probably did because I had a lot of points. I was saving up for some new perfumes, and Macy's wasn't going to get it. I don't know if Macy's has it now or not, but they did not get it. Ulta seemed to be the first store to get it, and yeah. So, oh, this is so pretty. I really enjoy this one, but it doesn't really remind me that much of Mon Paris. Like, let me give you the notes. So our top notes are lotus and lemon. Definitely get that lemon, but like in a really nice way. Middle notes are Turkish rose, datura, and jasmine. Base notes are white musk and patchouli. With this one, I get the freshness of the lemon. It's really pretty. It is a light scent. It is not quite as light as floral to me. And I was looking at them. This one is an EDT, but all of the other ones are EDPs. So I think that's interesting that this still feels stronger than floral. It's really, the lotus and the lemon mixed with that rose, so pretty. It's really enjoyable. Just light and fresh. Probably not the best for, fall and winter, but definitely a lovely spring scent. I think Lumiere fits it. Light, just illuminate. It's very pretty. I do like this one quite a bit. I'm going to rank them and tell you kind of where all of them fall for me. This is a little crazy because going into this, I kind of thought I knew which one was going to be number one, and it didn't end up at number one. And then the other ones, I didn't really have an idea. I thought Lumiere might be my least favorite because it felt kind of underwhelming within my haul that I did with it. But I feel like I just needed to give it a chance and I need to wear it. So in first place, I'm actually going to put Couture. I'm very shocked. it's really pretty. I like the mix and how fresh it is. So Couture, and it's my biggest bottle. So there we go. That is going to be in my number 1 spot. In second place, I'm going to put Lumiere. I'm really impressed smelling them against each other just now and playing with them. And I was like, oh, this one is so good. Oh, got kind of under the radar with the other things that I hauled with it. I don't even remember when I hauled it. I'll try to put a video up here. But yeah, it's really nice. So second place, I would put Lumiere. Probably should have done this backwards and counted up, huh? Oh well. In third place, right middle of the pack, is going to be Intensement. I thought this one was going to be like my favorite. I really like the berry notes in here, but it's just not as exciting. Like, it doesn't smell as good to me, and maybe it's because it's still kind of warm as I'm filming. Not my favorite. Middle of the pack, I think it's a nice fragrance. I still am excited to wear it in the fall and winter, but just not as exciting as I was hoping it was going to be. In fourth place is the original. This one, I have to be really in the mood to wear this because of all of the patchouli and those woods in there. It's just a lot. It's kind of can be an overwhelming fragrance. So it's definitely a specific time and place where I want to wear this one. Not an everyday fragrance for me, which means in last place and fifth place is Floral. I'm kind of shocked. I didn't think this one was going to be in last place. I didn't really know what was going to be, but I still think this is a nice one. It's just so light. I feel like I would be overspraying this so much to get enough so that I could smell it as I went about my day. So that's why it's in last place, even though what I could smell is very lovely. It needs to be more. All right, let me know how you would rank these. Let me know if you have tried any of these. Let me know if you own any of them. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.